Welcome.
Mm-mm.
No?
Don't.
Don't?
Yes. Oh no, it says we're having trouble starting a live video.
Oh, man. Troubles.
I
Who knew? Well,
Yeah, you are. It's good.
it's good. I'm live on Facebook and YouTube. All right. Sorry. Every single time. We don't know what's going on in the very beginning of the video.
We need to sync it.
So today I'm just going to be working on this Octavius Winslow drawing that I started last week while I was talking with Cedric Honstadt. We've had a few guests on today. We don't have a guest today. It's just kind of a studio hangout while I get this one done. I should be able to get a little bit more done since I'm not talking to someone. I get to where I can't do two things at once. So if you have any questions or comments, just throw those in the comments and I will see those there. And we'll just get started today here. Well, I was pooped on by a chicken today. I guess we can start with that. We let them loose in our yard, and we're in the city. And they got into the woods behind our house. That's property of the church behind us, but we got them. I picked two of them up, and one of them pooped on me. So that was fun.
Sub already says hello.
Hello. Hello and good morning.
What is the time? What is the time? It's 2:00 here. What time is it where you're at?
Well, actually, maybe I'll just do this one.
I'm from India. It is 12:30 a.m. Woo!
Oh, wow.
That's a early morning.
Oh.
Do they have two dogs?
Yeah, they've got some. There's some other dogs over. Oh, 8 in England. David Strain watching from YouTube. 8 o'clock in England. 8 p.m. in Dublin. From Jennifer O'Sunday on Facebook. Very cool. So you guys are in the future. You're always in the future. How's it feel to be ahead of everyone else?
2 p.m. in Panama.
Panama. Hey, we must be the same time zone.
I was going to say, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't think of that. Like it's weird to me to think that there's other countries that are in the same time zone. But let's just go north and south, and there they are.
I will watch it again in the morning.
No.
Yes. Oh man. I am ready for bed by 11 most nights. 12:30 is unseen by my eyes most evenings.
Yeah, I'm more of a night owl than you, I think.
Yeah, and a morning bird.
And a morning bird.
Mm,
I like
I
to
know.
stay up late. I like to stay up late and get up early.
And I like to take naps and sleep in and go to bed. Well, I do like to go to bed late. That sounds so lazy, but
Stephanie, how could you be so lazy?
I will also say
sorry.
that I was putting on siding today, so it's not totally
Siding.
lazy.
Yes. You're doing a pretty good job at that.
Thanks. Teach a man to fish. He won't go hungry. Thanks, Paul.
Teach your wife to put on siding and you can do something
She'll
else. Yeah.
It was kind of nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Donna and I were working on that for a while.
Yeah. And I was able to pull up some trees that were growing in our whatever that area is called.
Now I'm totally ready to sign
Our hosta garden.
I am gung ho, Paul.
Gung ho. Well.
You just say the word and I am on it.
Well. I don't know that we'll be able
to. Paul, it's nice too because you are creating something by putting siding on. I mean, you made the thing, but you don't have to show people. It doesn't have to be good.
I know.
It just has to be done.
If we're doing the garage, it has to be good
Oh.
because we want to be able to sell the house eventually.
Well, yeah, but anything is going to be better than the way it is now.
True. Yeah, right now our siding is just that masonite siding that's painted. So anytime it gets wet, it like swells up with water and absorbs it all.
It's like chipping away or whatever. It's weird.
The wood is rotting and chipping away.
Dale Gloria Art says, blessings, friend. What software are you using?
Hey, Dario. I'm using Clip Studio Paint, formerly known as Manga Studio. So this is a comic creating software that works. It works like Photoshop, but then it also doesn't work like Photoshop. It's a weird hybrid of a few different things. It has a terrible text tool, so whenever I need to use text, I switch from using this program to using what's it called? Oh, Affinity Photo.
Sorry.
So yeah.
I wonder, we have a couple of our appliances to be rid of. Is Best Buy open for that, or they don't take those anymore?
Best Buy, I have no idea. They're probably not open because of all the stuff that's going on.
Yeah. Dale Gloria Art says, thanks, Paul. Always killing it with the lovable tunes.
Hey, thanks.
And this tune, what was did you already say what they're saying here?
No, I did not. So there's a guy who's going to be just kind of worriedly digging through this like boxes and things in like he's maybe in his attic or something. He's digging through all his old journals. And Octavius comes in from the side over here and says, "Are you lost, son?" He says, "Well, I'm looking for all of my past sins because, well, I was changed, you see."
You see?
And I just want to make sure that all of them were atoned for. but I can't remember all the way back when I was. ... And then Octavius says, if God has laid your sins upon the Son of his love, you may rest assured that he will never lay them a second time upon you, since if Christ has borne them and atoned for them to divine justice, they never again can be found.
This one you were planning to put in the 2021 calendar, right?
Yeah, I'd like to put this one in the 2021 calendar, which I'm getting ready to get that put together pretty soon. It's already May, almost June. It's almost half a year has gone by.
We're just thinking if we can get a good ahead on it now, we won't have to do it later. I just feel like the last two calendars were last minute, like really last minute.
Yeah, I just had a lot of stuff going on. Just didn't get them together very quickly.
But hopefully we'll have them by August.
Yeah, I'm trying to get ahead on some things. Hopefully that works. So we'd like to hopefully go to the Sing conference in Tennessee this year.
It's August 31st.
August, yeah. Wow. But we need to raise some money before then. We'd like to bring the calendars there and some of the Pilgrim's Progress books and the RefToons collection. It'd be really cool to have a booth there. We do have we've had some people ask like how they can support us and like if there's like a donation button on our website, and for a long time we hadn't had one.
Well, partially because we're not a nonprofit. You can't have tax, or it's not tax deductible.
It's not tax deductible. So we ended up just throwing one on there, but just making sure that people know that it's not tax deductible. So if you go to reftoons.com, you'll see the support button, and you can also like reftoons.com/donate. You can go there.
You didn't want it to say donate.
Well, I know I don't. That was what the page said, and I had to change the name of the page, but it didn't change the what's it called? The HTTP, whatever, the URL.
So that
change the URL.
That can't change. Then.
I don't know. I'll have to go and figure that out. I'm using a WordPress site, so I have to do everything manually.
Jordan Lawhorn says, "Sing, my friends at Growly Leather usually have a booth there."
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
Never. So I've never tabled or had a booth at any of these like Christian conferences before.
Yeah.
I used to do a table at Kids Read Comics in Ann Arbor, Michigan, but I haven't done that in a while, and that was completely free to table at.
Yeah, but the Sing
yeah, it's like $2,000 for a booth.
Just for the booth, and then you have to get there.
Yeah. So it's quite a deal, but I'd like to get RefToons out to more people.
Well, we could probably do.
Let's see, I was gonna shorten this over here.
Shorten the words?
Yeah.
Oh no. I like them.
Okay.
Because I don't know, I feel like when you fret,
it
does get confusing like that.
Yeah.
Not confused, like it's not confusing.
Well, that's kind of what I wanted to show. I wanted to show that he was just like trying to search his thoughts and like just trying to figure out what to do.
Just kind of feeling frazzled. I think that looks good.
I'm gonna do this. There we go. And I'll have to bring this guy down a little bit more.
Yeah, that looks good. Octavius isn't going to be in that first panel there, right?
Yeah, yes, he's right here.
Oh, are you lost, son? Hello, Caroline.
Caroline.
And Yodi. Did I say Yodi?
No, you didn't.
I hit the wave, but hey,
Yodi. Hey, Yodi. What's up?
What
was that?
Say
what? I have no idea. If you know what that is from, please make yourself known.
You don't know what that's from?
No, I do know what it's from, but I just wanted to see if anybody else knows.
That's funny. The Luke Lemberg, welcome.
The Luke.
The Luke. Caroline asks, oh wait, nope, I'm missing things. Sorry. She says, hi, finally got you guys live. Yes. Paul's been doing, well, not this Monday, but the last few Mondays, he's been doing lives with other creative artists or I think it's just been artists.
Yeah, it's just been artists.
Or creative whatevers. So he was kind of double screening on Instagram a few times, and then when that wouldn't work, I'd be filming really his computer screen and doing that. But those are the only ones that you've been doing. So this is the first live in a little bit, anyway, that you've been able to do.
Yep.
On your own here since that. And then how are we doing? Good. We are doing good. I feel so productive today. We got a lot of stuff done yesterday. This is really cool. So our daughter, so we have a son, he's 10. Then we have 3 girls, so 8, 6, and 4. And they outgrow their bikes. So like for whatever reason, maybe one of our kids wasn't riding a bike at like the 16-inch stage, but now 2 of our girls can ride the same size bike, and it's like, oh no, we've got to get a bike. Oh, what do you need?
Caroline, she's on YouTube and Instagram.
Nice.
I just saw her message.
Oh, I work at a cake factory, so Mother's Day got me beat up good. Happy to be working though. Oh, that is cool. Cake. So do you decorate cakes and stuff, or do you bake them, or I mean, are there certain jobs that are delegated for that? That sounds very interesting. Oh, and thank you. Happy Mother's Day, Stephanie. Thanks. So bikes. So one didn't fit, and I had just remembered there's a person, or a couple south of us whose husband, the woman's husband, has Alzheimer's. But when he was diagnosed with it, they said,
keep your mind busy.
Yeah, keep your mind busy, but do something that you're familiar with doing that's routine that you can do over and over again. So they fix up bikes. So people just give them bikes. They fix them up. I think they're retired maybe. And then they just give them away for free. So we had a bike that we could give them, and we sort of exchanged for a bike now that our daughter can use. And boy, they were having so much fun today on their bikes. Finally, ones where their knees don't hit the bars, and it's been good. That was our productiveness yesterday. And then Paul had said earlier we had been putting some siding on our
chicken coop.
Thank you. Caroline says everything from making to decorating. I bake no sugar cakes and other sweet treats. Very cool.
Doesn't sound very sweet to me.
No sugar cakes. We like to bake cakes for our kid's birthday, and we didn't. I feel like I've been really lazy these last few years, but I like to do them. My favorite ones to do probably are like the Barbies inside the cake or whatever, and then they get a little toy with that. Those are fun. Donovan had Paul had to build this one, but Donovan had a Minecraft cake once.
And a Jurassic Park one.
That was fun.
I did that one too.
Oh yeah. I do the easy one. So like Donovan's first, maybe his second birthday, we did Mr. Potato Head. So I just grabbed like the pieces from Mr. Potato Head and stuck them in the cake, and that was it. That was easy. Oh, Caroline is proud to say that our no sugar cakes are usually sweeter, or I mean, no, not usually. She says actually sweeter than the sugar ones. Very interesting. Oh, Marilla Silva says, I would like a theological war t-shirt you sent to Brazil. And I think they do ship to Brazil, don't they? Except it's done
I
this
think
year.
so. Which one?
Was that was your limited edition?
The theology. Oh yeah, I'm wearing it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a comment from Facebook from Bernadine Saylor. Hello from Ohio. Hello from Wisconsin. What a coincidence. You like to bake cakes. I love to eat them. Good likeness of Octavius Winslow. Thank you. I prefer ice cream to cake.
Brian says I order some keto sugar. I'll try it soon.
Keto! Like that? Like from...
I wonder...
Who's that from?
What does Mandy get? What kind of sugar is it called? Like monk sugar or something? Or...
Oh, yeah. Monkberry or something like that?
I don't know. Is that the sugar that she uses?
I think so.
I don't know. We just use honey. Well, no, I mean, we do use regular sugar, but we try to do honey or maple syrup for sweeteners most often. That's why we want to catch our bees. We still haven't caught our bees.
Eric Reynolds is with me. Ice cream is way better than cake.
I hear ya. I would have
I totally agree.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't even like frosting. I think it's gross. I always shave my frosting off my cake.
And give it to me.
And give it to you.
Yum.
I guess I don't mind eating just the cake part, but I'd rather have ice cream than cake. And cake without frosting. Unless it's ice cream cake, then, you know.
There is an exception.
Because that's not
it's
cake.
not dry.
It's not cake.
Yeah. Caroline says honey is really good for a substitute to sugar. And yeah, Mr. Cox, ice cream is better. So Caroline, tell me with honey, because I've never been able to figure this out. Like if I'm making pancakes or something. Oh yeah, Brian says monk fruit is what it is.
Okay.
So sorry, Caroline. Honey, do you use the same ratios? Like if something called for like regular
coffee cake.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Quarter cup of regular sugar, would you use a quarter cup of honey?
You talking to me?
No, I think that was directed at Caroline. Unless you know.
No. Just start pouring it in and find out.
Well, because I know, like, we've done equal when we've made pancakes. We've used honey instead sometimes, but you can't mix that in with your dry ingredients like you would with your...
Equal what? What?
I don't know.
Isn't that the sweetener stuff? Equal?
Yeah. Ooh.
No, we don't use that.
Splenda. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm saying equal amounts of, like, if it calls for regular sugar.
Oh. Okay.
Quarter of a cup would you use? Oh, Caroline says no, sugar is stronger. So if you want the same sweetness, you usually put in more. Okay.
Oh.
So the honey doesn't mess with the consistency being more wet and sticky?
I would think it would make things more sticky.
It worked really well when we did our pancakes, but I think that's the only thing I've ever substituted with. Okay, she says yeah. Okay. I've hijacked your conversation.
I don't mind. You're talking about food.
We're all good.
I'm just imagining all the food I could eat. Oops.
I do need to go grocery shopping sometime.
Ooh, what do you want for dinner? Pizza?
No. I wanted to do that taco meat. I have it fine. In the quesadillas.
Yep. We'll make this like a cardboard box.
Oh, okay. Caroline says it does, but you can adjust with the dry ingredients. I feel like I need to bake something now.
Cookies?
Well, Harper's been begging for cookies. That probably wouldn't be too bad. What does your mom? Your mom substitutes something in her no-bake cookies.
Honey.
It is honey.
Yeah, that's why they're all kind of gooey.
Okay. Depending on the recipe, adding more dry can help, she says. Okay.
Mm.
So we'd probably want to try it on a recipe that we're familiar with what the consistency should be.
Like our pancakes.
Yes. Well, we did, and that was, I would call it successful.
Yeah,
I
I
just-
didn't notice it, I guess.
Yeah. I wonder if you could get yeast to rise, because you need the sugar and the salt and the yeast and the water.
Hmm.
Would it rise with honey, or do you have to use the granulated stuff? I have some Googling to do.
It should, because it's just feeding off the sugars that are in it. Because when you're making kombucha, you can use
It's the
honey
same
and
concept.
you can use maple syrup for it to feed off of.
Is that Gabriel Rudering says, is that Octavius Winslow?
Yes,
Yes,
it is indeed. You know your RefToons.
Oh, Caroline says, yeah, no kidding. Caroline says, I once traded sugar for honey in a banana cake recipe. Ooh, banana cake.
Banana cake.
I've had banana bread, but I think banana cake would be really good.
Who was that guy that used to sing that banana bread song?
Am I missing comments over there?
Nope. Cake without frosting is what Berna says.
Okay.
Or coffee cake. I love coffee cake. That's delicious. You don't even use coffee. You just eat it with coffee, right?
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, I was just gonna share. I don't know if I shared this. Did I share it already?
As all facts.
Yeah. How do I do that? Oh, there we go.
Oh, they have a lot more options
No
now.
kidding. Start a watch party?
Oh, did you glue this together for her? I thought she broke this.
Broke what?
This flower.
I don't know what happened. Bailey has been holding on to it and putting it in her ear.
How did you guys celebrate Mother's Day this year? If you don't mind me asking. Well,
we forgot about it.
that is
That's
opening.
how we celebrated it.
Oh, that is opening a can of worms, isn't it?
Yeah.
We spent a lot.
We still
of
have to
time
make it up.
Oh, well, okay. So here's how it all went down. So Bailey's birthday, she just turned 8 the day before Mother's Day, and
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to cram in like so much thoughtfulness. But it seems like, well, Bailey's birthday or not, a lot of the things that happen or don't happen for Mom is just like, I'm just like, Donovan made me a quick card, like sloppy handwriting on a torn off piece of paper. Happy Mother's Day, and just left it at my seat.
It was, oh shoot, it's Mother's Day.
It was
Quick.
And he thought, I mean, it was nice, but like, we did have to have a talk. We didn't have to, but we did. And I don't know, maybe this is selfish of me, but I feel like if I want to train my kids to give good gifts, then if you want to give a gift with that is a written card, you think about it for a little bit. If it means it gets there a day or two late, it gets there late. But like, just to be able to, like, if you know that Mom likes good handwriting, and to be able to see that they're working on that and to share that with me. Well, I mean, I'm just talking about writing a card. Like, if writing a card is their gift to me, I would appreciate if it was good. And I told the kids, and maybe this is bad parenting, I don't know, but you asked, so here it is.
Trying to teach kids to be thoughtful.
Well, yeah, it's hard, but I asked them, I said, would you like it? Because we had just gotten done celebrating Bailey's birthday, and we had gone up north because that was about the only thing we could do.
And one of the kids gave you one of their toys that they didn't want to put away.
Yes. So, thanks. So I said, you guys, like, if it was your birthday, would you want me to just wake up in the morning, tear a spare sheet of, a grocery list, say happy birthday on it, and then be done? I said, would that be kind of cool for a birthday? No gifts. And I'm not a gift person. Like, I don't like getting gifts, but if you're going to give something, I don't want it to be because
Put
you
some thought into it.
didn't want to put it away or because you forgot about it. Because we all forgot about it. Like, that was nobody's. So we had Mother's Day really was a lesson, I think, for everybody. And then, of course, because we had forgot it was Mother's Day, I had to call my mom. And I was like, I'm so sorry. And like, I knew because I had been telling Paul for like at least a week. Wait, did we forget it for your mom too? No. We got her the flowers the day
because
before.
we went to the Amish
right.
flower shop.
And it's easier when you're with somebody or can do something with them or whatever. But anyway, it really was a good Mother's Day. Like it started off a little shaky, but I think the kids
There we go.
are a little bit. They might be a little more thoughtful in their responses to birthdays and holidays and whatever. So that was that day. Janet says, "Dude, your work is such a blessing internationally. Thank you."
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad that it's helpful for you.
Brian says, "I cooked lobster tails, shrimp, and asparagus for my mother on Mother's Day." I'd say yum, but I've never had a lobster tail. It sounds very like gourmet, delicious, but I wouldn't know.
Was it a tale of adventure and intrigue? Sorry.
Caroline says, "Not bad parenting. A good gift or a gift is only good if you put the time and effort to show that you care about that person." Well, and it was cool too. Like I said, I know that it's hard to think of things to do for people, but I was like, you guys, like sometimes, so we'll have special times, just me and one of the kids, or Paul and one of the kids, and sometimes that means staying up a half an hour late and watching their favorite show. So I said, for you guys to be able to say, okay, this is my time with mom and dad. Mom picked the show. I mean, that's a sacrifice for a kid.
Then you don't have to watch Minnie or Mickey.
But it's something that's showing that they're thoughtful. So I made a big list of different ways that things might be meaningful. To me, I don't know. I feel like it sounds so selfish. But
well, it's a lesson.
Yeah.
It's part of teaching the kids.
Well, and helping them understand like what you like could be, or things that you like might be good to share, but sometimes what you like may be sacrificing what you like for what somebody else does. But Brian says it's how you cook it. I use butter, garlic, and seasoning.
Oh, that's what I use on my shrimp.
Yeah.
When I make shrimp, butter, garlic.
And salt?
Or butter and garlic. I don't do salt. I just do butter and garlic on the shrimp. Oh, that is delicious. Then stick it in the oven. Or put it on the grill. In like a tinfoil bowl.
Caroline says, "My mom made me and my siblings clean the house on Mother's Day to ease her work." That's funny. Oh, our kids are really good at helping out around the house. Like, really good. But I think it's a pattern that we've had to do, like table, chairs, and floors just after every meal. One kid gets the table, one kid gets the chairs, and two get the floor. And I don't have to do any cleanup other than putting the dishes in the dishwasher now. We used to have to wash our dishes by hand until a couple months ago, but that was nice too because they'd help out with that. And they clean their room when you ask them to.
Most of the time.
Begrudgingly.
Or I should say sometimes.
Well, yeah. They're good kids. Hello.
Berna says on Facebook, now I've come full circle. For Mother's Day, my daughter made me coffee cake. My favorite. Oh, man. That's too good.
That's good.
Coffee cake. Were you going to say something? He's going to have like a whole mound of notebooks back here, I think.
Just take a picture of the girls' room and
Yeah.
slap that on.
What does it look like, to have a bunch of stuff all over the floor?
It's actually clean.
Welcome to my house. Oh, man.
Oh, Paul.
It's finally a nice day outside, and I'm tired of being outside.
Oh, yeah, but we were out for hours this morning.
I don't know. My hands are aching from clipping all that siding.
I could have done some more. Whoops.
All right, so
Heavy, Paul, I think.
what?
Maybe a little heavy. This right here. Or maybe it's not. It's falling.
Yeah.
All of this stuff is falling.
Yep. Maybe that's something I can do today is go through those drawers and
Get rid of
stuff.
the whole thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
but not right now.
Yeah, that's a nice tree.
They just don't stay on the tracks very well at all. If they stayed on the tracks, it'd be fine. I'd pull them out and they just come off.
I wonder if I just need to screw that in tighter.
Oh, maybe.
Pull it together more. I've been in such a cleaning mode. We just got rid of, what was it, like 6 bags of kids' clothes that we just had downstairs that none of the kids fit into. That was nice to go through.
All right. Now that I've got the rough sketch down, I'm going to go through and do a cleaned up sketch before I do my inks. So the cleanup sketch is just kind of fixing everything, fixing different things that are off about the drawing and all that jazz. Might redesign this guy over here. I don't really care for him.
Oh, Caroline says my mom has been trying to get me out of the house for about 2 weeks. I only leave to work. Are you guys, so you're not on, are you on lockdown still? Lockdown, I don't know what it is.
Lockdown.
Shut down? I don't know what they call it. Stay at home orders. We had some stuff overruled because we were supposed to be on shutdown, well, through the 26th, and then
But
the
the
Supreme Court did
governor
something.
Extended the stay-at-home order, which
Or quarantine, thank you.
I think he wasn't supposed to do, according to the
To the laws or
state's
something.
Constitution or whatever.
But
Did
then
something illegally.
they left it up to each city or county or something like that.
Yeah,
we
so
still have to be
his
in
extended
lockdown.
order was overruled, but then they left it up to the local governments.
Oh, so because she works in the food industry, she's still able to work. That's cool. I feel like I don't know. I'm sure I know that a lot of people are affected by this. But I feel like I don't know anybody who's been like horribly hit. Because there is still a lot open, but we'll probably see the results of that later. Who knows? People still need to eat cakes.
That's right.
That is true. Unconstitutional tyranny, Brian says.
Yeah.
I tend to agree. But I don't know. I feel like as a Christian we don't have anything to fear. Not that we won't get sick or die, but if we do get sick or die, there's still hope. But with most of the world being lost, I can see the reason for so much more fear than hope, I guess. And a reason for the tyranny, I guess. Trying to control something only God can.
Fear is the path to the dark side. In the words of Yoda. I almost said Yodi. Not fearful, but wisely careful.
Mm.
That's a good way to put it. Berna says, thanks for letting me watch you work and listen to you both chat. Well, thanks for joining us.
A lot of people here in Brazil lost their jobs, and a lot of companies are closing. Things are tough. But in God we trust, so keep on walking.
Well, same here in the U.S.
Do you know anybody, though, who's been affected?
Personally?
Yeah. Or, I mean, I guess that's kind of what
Well, I think everybody's kind of been affected in one way or another. I lost some work because of it.
Yeah. But
then things picked up for me. But yeah, because I was working on something for this that was going to be displayed in the school systems, but around, like, nationally. But once the coronavirus hit, they said, we're going to completely stop this project, so just send us all the files you have. All the sketches you have for now. Okay.
But thankfully, that was only one.
Yeah, that was the only one that was affected.
Construction workers and all that, they're still out. And I don't know. Farmers still doing their thing. I guess that's all of Wisconsin.
Farmers.
Farmers and construction workers. Oh my goodness. Caroline says my mom told of a friend of hers that the company closed, and since he didn't know God, he ended up taking his own life.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, I feel like completely shutting everything down.
Your computer?
No.
Wait, what did you say? What did you say?
No, it feels like it seems like completely shutting everything down is
worse.
A little more. Well, of course, it's more costly, not just in financially, but because of depression is such a huge thing, and it can strikes anywhere when you're isolated at home, not able to go out. Then I think that's worse for people than the alternative.
Right.
That's too big.
So just looking forward for the churches to open. Just open churches. That's all we need. Forget about the grocery stores. No.
Well, we could be meeting.
Legally, we can?
Yeah, in the parking lot. I don't see why not. There's no reason.
No, I'm talking in the church building so I can hug people.
Well.
Watch out, world. Steph's going to be loose. On the loose. I don't know.
Cole says, "How are you guys?"
Ooh, do we get to start again?
We're
Good.
good. Yeah, today's been pretty good. Taking a break from being outside, putting up siding on a chicken coop. I'm not gonna do that. Just gonna do that. Actually, I don't even need that. I don't know why I brought that whole thing over.
Were we going? Did you want to go for a hike today too?
I don't know. I'm okay just sticking around here for now.
Did you finish completely that other side in the back? Or
No,
not?
I still have the angled pieces to do.
Okay. Talking about God to people is so important right now. Depression is in an all-time high. We all seem like a bunch of Renaissance artists losing their minds, thinking about the meaning of life.
Right. Cole asks, "Have you guys read John Piper's new book on the coronavirus?"
No, but I saw something about that
I have not.
today. I saw where did I see that? Maybe through scrolling through Facebook. Is it pretty good? I've heard from other people that it's pretty good. Is it
Maybe
long?
that'll work.
Because I'm currently reading. Let me tell you what I'm currently reading, and it's really good so far. Let me just think of what the title is. Finding Allah,
Seeking Allah, finding Jesus.
And I don't know who wrote it. It's on the
Nabeel Qureshi.
What?
Nabeel Qureshi or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something. That's pretty good. You can get it free on Logos. Okay. You have to write that down. What is Logos? Logos?
It's a Bible software.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know why this screen keeps 100 pages. Goodbye, Berna. Thanks for says bye, Mr. and Mrs. RefToons. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, Cole says it's free and pretty good so far. It's very short, 100 pages.
Oh.
And he's read Nabeel's book too.
Yeah.
Oh, my screen, I switched screen sharing things. And it keeps flashing. I'm going to go back to the other one there.
It wants you to go.
No, it keeps flashing when it's just sharing the application window. So it keeps like flickering or something. So I'm just going to share the whole screen there.
Alright.
Strange.
Well, you have got about 10 minutes on here. Do you want to keep Instagram on?
I don't know. What do you think?
We can. I have nothing.
I don't mind if we keep going.
Okay.
Just gonna keep finishing this.
Brian says 1 page is too long. 100 is a novel.
That is pretty long. I don't. It's hard to find time to read things.
You know, give me like a 20-page book and I'm good. Much more than
I have a hard time even reading like blog articles. Even those are too long.
I think I kind of feel like there's so many interruptions and so many things to do that it makes it very challenging to really, by the time you can pick up the book again, you have to reread.
Yeah.
But you just read the chapter before just to remember, even with the kids' books sometimes. But how long does a cartoon usually take you?
Um, 3 to 6 hours probably, depending on the content. This one's a little more complicated than some of my other ones. Like if I have to draw characters multiple times, make them look the same, that usually is um, that usually takes a little longer.
Paul, do you know when the Portuguese version of the Pilgrim's Progress is coming out? My family wants to buy, and they're asking me when it is going out.
That
Did you
is
hear
a
back
good
from
question.
them?
I'm still waiting to hear back from
Okay.
the publisher on that. They've got a lot. They've got a lot on their plates right now, being full-time pastors and also trying to run a publishing company.
Yes. So with the publishing, I don't know if this goes for every publishing, but it could be
Could be another year.
a while. A while. I hope it's not a year. I don't think. I think because it's all written and done, I don't think it would be that long. Personally, but
Yeah.
they were going to look into the public, like other like Portuguese publishers. So it kind of if H&E did their
There may have to be some
portion.
negotiating going on and all that stuff.
Yeah, and that's if these companies even
All that business stuff that goes on.
are taking this. Yeah, so it could be a while, but we will totally keep you informed, and let you know as soon as we hear.
Yeah.
Stuff, because I'm really excited for that too. I think that is gonna be so cool. That's gonna be awesome. She says, "Okay, no problem."
Like there's a lot of a lot of the mainstream publishers already have their books publishing schedule set for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
So it could be a while,
right.
Especially if you're going through another company to do that. I don't even know when the French version is coming out. I haven't heard any updates on that.
Oh, that's right, because there was one on that too.
Yep. So I'm just waiting patiently, trying to figure out other projects to do.
In the meantime, but you still have to change. I don't know if you know what to change them to. The actual pictures, the signage and stuff, saying which way, like to the Slough of Despond. You need those in Portuguese, don't you?
Yeah.
Or you can change
I had
those on the image, right?
No, I had a question out to the publisher. I don't remember what it was though.
And they didn't get back to you yet?
No.
Okay. Naskrin asks, do you start on paper or directly on PC?
I start directly on the PC. Well, it's not a PC, it's a Mac, but yes, I start directly on the computer.
Most of the time. If you do anything with ink and you want to color it on here, you'll have to scan it in and then finish. So sometimes you'll do inks with
on paper, yeah. So I have some original, original art, I guess, in like a folder of RefToons that I've done just on paper. So he's got his books. Oh, I could probably just. I'll just work on Octavius here. Actually, I like this.
Where's your pen?
This one better. What? Right here. Oh. Do you need it? I took it off so it wasn't charging.
Okay. I'll just use it to click the OKs. Makes me feel important.
Cole asks, where did you learn to draw? Well, from a number of places. I don't know. It's kind of been a lifelong process. Started drawing when I was 3, and I didn't stop. I just kept going and drawing. I would find things that I liked, and I would trace them. So like Looney Tunes and things like that. I would find just like from toys and cereal boxes, Happy Meals. You know, you get the toys in there. There were usually like some drawings on cartoon characters on cereal boxes. I would try to copy them. But then I took like all the art classes in high school. And that was, I guess, I wouldn't say those really helped me to understand how to draw. It really just helped me to know what kind of tools were out there that I could use to draw. When I went to college is when I learned more of like the principles of drawing, and learned about proportion, figure drawing, all that stuff. So I would say college is where most of like the more seasoned development came in, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, I went to Spring Arbor University, which is a Christian liberal arts college. They're not an art school, but they have a decent art program. And so that's where I learned
The basics.
The basics, I guess. Well, I guess I learned the basics through like high school and stuff, but like they really helped to hone the drawing because my concentration was in drawing. But most of the drawing we did was not cartoons. They're not an illustration school, so everything I'm doing now, like illustration, cartooning, and everything, is stuff that I just kind of developed after learning the fundamentals of design and drawing.
We have a minute and a half remaining before you continue. Caroline says, "Oh, and I don't want to sound meddlesome, but if you ever need me to work on Portuguese, just ask. It would be my honor." Thank you for that. A minute and 20 seconds.
Awesome, thanks. So,
do you want me to end and come back?
Yeah, you can go ahead and end. We're going to come back on live on Instagram. Cole says, awesome. The arts are truly intriguing, especially using them to the glory of God. Yes.
Okay.
I enjoy the arts.
Instagram, give me a minute and we'll hop back on. What do we do? Okay, download video. That's what it is. And then do we share it to IGTV?
Yeah, go ahead.
But
I guess that's a new thing that they're... It never used to say that, did it?
Description? Octavius?
Yeah, Octavius. Winslow. You don't have to put a description.
Octavius Winslow.
Just
Next.
post.
I don't like this.
I don't either. But then it adds it to my feed, and it stays there for good. Okay. And then I can add it to my story if I want to.
It didn't show me what I wanted to say.
Oh.
And we are back.
Hello, hello.
Is that our kids?
I think so.
I'm going to tell them they can go outside.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or no? That might be her name.
Oh, it might be.
Hang on, we're telling more followers to join. There we go. I wonder how that works.
What?
Why it would tell me that.
I don't know.
Welcome back, Brian. Welcome back, Caroline.
How's everyone's Saturday going? Oh, Caroline's back over here.
Oh, I guess I'm staying over here. Oh, okay. Caroline says I'll be watching from YouTube, so that must be what that is.
Awesome.
Very cool. See you there. Perfect.
Yeah.
No, I wish Instagram would do more time.
RefToon's YouTube channel is there if you want to use that to watch these. I guess for now, while I still have the month of StreamYard, I'll be streaming to YouTube as well as Facebook. But if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, head on over, subscribe, and there's a chat there. You can join in there. And I'm kind of redesigning them a little bit. Making them a little more cartoony looking than what I had before.
Nail Santa Rosa says, nice work.
Thank you. Caroline says, truth is my cell phone was dying.
Oh.
So here in the PC is easier.
Oh, that's right, because Instagram you can only do on... You can't do that on the computer, really.
Yeah, unless you have an extension in your Chrome browser. You can watch live.
Okay.
All right, now this guy's head I'm going to copy. Just to save some time. Okay. What I need to do is change the expression.
And that is called cheating. I'm just kidding.
No, it's called using your tools.
I was going to say, I think it's rather ingenious. Time management.
Do what you got to do to get the job done.
That's right. I'm gonna go. Oh no. Brian says I bought a size smaller pants today. I went from 36 to 34.
Very nice.
That's pretty good.
Most impressive.
What's the goal there then? Are you working towards something or just until you feel better?
You're working towards going on Ninja Warrior?
There it is.
American Ninja Warrior.
So Ken is working. She could do it too. I'm sure she could.
Yeah.
She could probably. I think she's one of those kids that can just do anything if she wills it. Maybe I shouldn't say that. But if she's got the desire, man.
Mm-hmm.
She's got the determination. That is definitely there. I liked your John Owen and Thomas Watson drawings. Layout Santa Rosa says. Cartoons.
Thank you. Those are two of my favorite guys. Draw. Well, not draw. Just I like their have good stuff to read, and so it's partly why I like drawing them. Okay, now Oh, I shouldn't forget to put his name down here.
Oh, no, just losing the fat. The goal is 165. I'm at 188 for 226. Man.
Wow.
So was that 226 at G3? I mean, because you're talking January, February, March, April, May. That would be like 4 months. I don't know. Leo Santa Rosa says, I and my Brazilian friends appreciate your IG on Instagram.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Brian says, yes. We won't be able to recognize you. I'm sure.
Yeah.
That is cool. I have found that even if your diet doesn't change terribly much, just cutting out the sugar is probably the biggest help. Well, that is changing it terribly much. That's all your cakes. That's your cereal. That's everything.
Cutting out all your comfort.
Oh, man. It is. But I don't know. I feel like when I cut out sugar for that time frame, that just did the best. And then the more I introduced it, the more you do gain quickly, it seems.
He doesn't have any arms. Whoops, that was the wrong brush.
Oh, that looks painful. I'm having some thoughts.
What are your thoughts?
Thinking about your calendar.
Oh, yeah?
But my thoughts are not complete yet. Or are they?
Couldn't tell you. Caroline says, it fascinates me every time I watch you drawing. How can you draw so well? Man, that's awesome. You're drawing. Oh, I don't know. Lots of practice. Years of drawing terrible drawings. Takes me a little while to get something right. Plus, it takes a lot of drawing every single day. It helps that I do that for about 7 hours every day.
Do you find, like, if you're practicing something and then realize you're practicing wrong, is it hard to undo it? Or have you ever,
Yeah, it's hard to undo things that you learn.
can you give us an example of something that might have been drawn just oddly enough, where like you might want to change something later, but your muscles have already memorized, like Spurgeon's face or something, how to draw that, or
Yeah,
does it
once you
not?
get into a rhythm of like some of my first dad versus nature things that I did, um, it was hard to, partly because I already had them established as characters. I didn't really care for the way that they were drawn after a while, and so I wanted to change them. I felt like I could have done better, and there was a point where I did kind of redesign them, but I was sometimes going back to the old way of drawing them, so I had to keep looking at the new way of drawing them, because
Constantly
yeah,
teaching your muscle memory.
it's hard also with like drawing characters. It's hard to it's easy just to like start drawing, but it's hard to remember sometimes, for me anyways. I don't know about other artists, but for me it's hard to remember to make the characters as think about them as three-dimensional objects occupying a space. So sometimes I just start drawing the character without thinking about their structure or their space relationship. So like, and then then in the end they just look flat and lifeless. But if I can think about like their head, for example, as like a sort of a sphere, and then curve their features around it, then it starts to look a little more lifelike. If that makes sense. So sometimes it's hard to remember to do that. I don't know if that answers your question.
Exceeded my expectations.
You don't even remember what your question was?
What was my question?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Caroline asked something. You know me so well. You won't remember a thing.
Just start saying things.
Huh?
Just start saying random things. I have all these different pens that I made a long time ago.
Has this been skipping on you still lately?
I notice it every once in a while, a little bit, but not a lot. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on here.
I'm gonna have to.
Ooh, I like that one. Okay.
I'm gonna have to hit the trails, I think, Paul.
Hit the trails.
I'm getting antsy.
Pants? Tapered pens.
Antsy in the pants.
Ants in your pants. We have that game. You can play that.
On the trails.
On the trails.
Happy trails to
That one. It's been a while. I'm using Clip Studio Paint, and it's been a while since I've used it, so I'm trying to figure out what pen to use.
You have probably already told me this. Why did you switch programs? You
I
were
don't know,
using Infinity.
Just to switch it up a little bit.
You like does it keep you sharper?
Yeah.
Mentally?
Probably.
Okay.
Let's just say that.
I mean, because you'd have to think, what program am I doing? What keys am I using?
Yeah, it's different shortcut keys. So I was using this because it has a it has a comic book panel creation tool. So like,
yes.
so like I can do this.
I
And
don't
then-
know them. Hello?
And I can split that into.
Nope. There's no Veronica here. Sorry. Bye. That's weird.
So like I can create panels very easily with this panel creation tool. So let's make a story out of this design. Just kidding. See?
Doesn't look cool.
So I was using this for some client work, this program, for doing some comics for a couple different clients. And so I just used it for this one to create these two panels. And then I just didn't stop using it.
I would have totally pretended to be Veronica with a man's voice, Yodi. With a man's voice.
Oh, Caroline's over here. Hearing Stephanie talk is so nice. Simple stuff is so calming. Makes all the work stress just leave right out of the system. Probably find watching you guys the second best time passing activity. The first is reading the Bible. Well, thanks.
Yodi says definitely. Oh man. That's funny. Well, we do know of Veronica very personally.
Yeah, I wonder if, do you know, did it say who that was?
No, it just had an unknown name. But it was the same 412 that called the other day and didn't say anything. So I hung up. I like to have my kids answer the phone. Oh boy. When we know it.
That's a treat.
When we know if you're a telemarketer or whatever, and they love it. But usually I can just say, well, if it sounds like a machine, or if they're trying to sell you.
Is your dad there? No, he's pooping.
But I feel like they're the best ones to practice on. Like, I don't know, practice answering the phone. Donovan had called. Oh no, someone had called to talk to us, and they had a son who's friends with my son. And Donovan wanted to talk to him, but he doesn't, or the other kid doesn't really talk very much or carry on really a good conversation. Just kind of this introvert kind of thing. Well, Donovan's more extroverted, I think. Like, but he doesn't have really practice on the phone, so just listening to those two. Hi.
So
What you doing? Just funny conversations.
what's new with you?
It's been a long quarantine. Boy. Is that like the priest's neck thing?
I guess that's what he has in the pictures. Clergy. Something.
I'm gonna prep the kids
To go hiking.
Yeah, because it'll take a long time to get ready.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep inking here. Stephanie has gone. So now I will make sure I wave to all you guys on Instagram. Now it's quiet. Save. This one, I'll get Octavius drawn first. He's in the foreground, and then I'll work my way to the background images. Sometimes I start with the background. That's a big mistake because, well, unless I'm doing it on a separate layer, unless it's like an environment. But for these ones, I like to start with the foreground and work my way back because I'm not drawing them on separate layers, so I'm not like overlapping them. Usually when I draw them on separate layers, I'll draw like the full images behind everything, but for this one, drawing as you see it. Good question, Caroline. What is your favorite Moses movie? The classical Ten Commandments or the animated one? Let's see. I don't know. I kind of like them both for different reasons. I like the classic Charlton Heston one just because of the scale of the production and like the actual props. I like to see actual props used in movies. And that one was like huge, tons of different props and everything. But I love the animation in The Prince of Egypt. I can't remember. I couldn't tell you whether I'm sure each of them had their own inconsistencies with the actual narrative, but I couldn't tell you off the top of my head what they were. I just look at them based on like the quality. I don't know. I enjoyed the old one and the animated one, so I don't think I like one over the other. How about you? Which one's your favorite? Well, it sounds like the kids are ready for their hike. So I think I'm gonna finish this up here. and then head on out. Hey, what's up, Christian Books to Read? And let's see here. Ernest Victor says superfluous. And that makes me feel like I need to look up superfluous in the dictionary. Unnecessary, especially through being more than enough. Okay, I don't know what's superfluous, but that's what it means. All right, so we're gonna head out, go for a hike. Kids are ready. Caroline says, the musical part of the animated does pull me a lot, but I would have to side with the classical because the actors give such a weight to the characters that it all seems so real. It's good critique. Very good. Thank you for that insight. So, heading out, you can check out the tunes at reftoons.com. You can go get some RefToons gear at reftoons.myshopify.com. And we are trying to raise some money going to go to the Sing conference in Tennessee that the Gettys are putting on. And so if you feel like you want to, you can go to reftoons.com/donate and support our trip going over there. What else? Let's see. RefToons is on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. So check us out on all those platforms. Subscribe on YouTube. And I guess that's all. I will talk to you later.